can't remember exactly what day we're on, but it will always be on the screen for you. So we are still waiting on floors, but I do want to do like a good little before clip here of the kitchen floors. Y'all, my house is so badly like just in chaos right now. So yeah, that's the before clip there of the floors in the kitchen. And I wanted to give y'all just a little bit of an update. I don't have much to share with you on this day, but we do have a couple of new things that have happened since our last update. We have lights out here now, so that's exciting. We have our can lights installed. And like I said, that's really exciting. So we can have some lights out here now. And I also went out to our shed, or my husband did, and we pulled this old barnwood out that these were floating shelves in my living room. We took them down when we had a remodel done in there. This old barnwood went to an old, like I said, it went to an old barn. It is solid wood, is heavy. My dad made these floating shelves for me years and years ago, way before I even had a channel. I need to kind of clean them up a little bit, but and they also have to be cut down some, but let me show y'all where I'm wanting to put these. And then there's one over here. So where I'm wanting to put those, I believe, is one right here and then like one right here, because this is where the washer and dryer are gonna go. Now there will be like an 18 inch gap over here, I guess you could say, away from the wall. So we're gonna have like 18 inches, and then that's where the washing machine's gonna go, and then the dryer. The reason we want that space right there, or the reason I wanted that space right there, is so that I could have room to put my vacuum cleaner, broom, mop, and that kind of stuff right there, just so it would slide in there, and my mop bucket. So I thought putting the shelves there, that's where I could put my laundry stuff. I could get some really cute containers, and I could have like my laundry soaps and stuff like that on the bottom. And then I could put some of those, maybe those decorative boxes or something that I've been getting at the antique stores, and maybe put them on top and hold some things, or just some decor, period. I don't know. I'm not really sure what I'm going to do there. I can't put either one of those shelves over here because this is where we are going to have our freezer. So I was thinking this side made the most sense. At first, I was going to just put one under the window, but the more I look at it and the more, you know, I don't know, I just feel like the two shelves over here, and I don't want them to be floating shelves anymore. I want them to have brackets. I don't know, I'm done. I just don't feel like the floating shelves are what I want anymore. I feel like with my style, they just would look better with some antique brass brackets or some black brackets, or I even found some cast iron brackets with hooks on them on Amazon. So I don't know, I'm trying to figure that part out. And then I just wanted to address a couple other things that I've been getting questions about. Oh, and we did get all of our plugs in, as you can see there. Got our plugs all installed. That's really the only thing that's major that's taken place since y'all saw the last update, is the electrician came and finished up some of his stuff. And this is the plug I was telling y'all about. My husband wanted this, I don't know, a certain kind of plug, because all of the dryers go to that kind of plug now or something. But I wanted to, like I said, address just a couple other questions that I've been getting, that I've been seeing in the comments. And one is this: people were telling me that there is a gap down here on the bottom, like that they could see daylight. Well, let me just tell you that that is not daylight. And just let me get closer so you can see. That's like, well, let me get down a little bit lower. So if you can see, there's like this silver, I can't remember the name of it. I'll have to ask my husband and put it on the screen for y'all. But there is this stuff that our contractor put here, and it's on the other end of our porch as well. So when he did the remodel on the other end, he put that same stuff as well. I turned the lights off because sometimes I feel like when the sun is shining in here, it really does look like there's a gap there, but it's not. So anyway, back to what I was saying. It is just this stuff that like he put down before he started you know, putting the sheet, building the walls and all the things. So anyway, that is laid down because sometimes on the outside, until we get some gutters, sometimes water wants to kind of pile up on the outside. And that was just to kind of protect all of this. It's done the same way on this end. So when he originally repaired all of this, he did the same thing on this end. We wasn't worried about having it put here because we have a covered patio and all the things. But yeah, down there, it is definitely not a gap. I could understand where people would think that, because when I would come in and first glance down there, because it is silver, it did almost look like there was light coming through, but it's not. So also another thing that we were getting questions about is the door. So yes, we have removed the door. He's going to do, you know, some patchwork on where all of the hinges and different things like that were, and make that just look all nice. So someone was concerned that our doors were not wide enough, because we do have a daughter who is a wheelchair user. And I can assure you that these doors are plenty wide for even a regular wheelchair. Even though her wheelchair is smaller, she will never require like a full size, adult size wheelchair, because she's just a smaller person, and she is an adult now, so she's not getting any bigger. These doors will work just fine. So like I said, these are 36, I don't know if I told you or not, but these doors are 36 inches wide, which is plenty of room for her wheelchair and a regular size wheelchair to get through them. So I just wanted to, you know, clear that up, that we do take anything and everything we do into consideration because of that, you know, because we do have a wheelchair user living in our home. So yeah, that door is just great for her. And then this one actually looks wider for some reason. Maybe it's because the door is off now. I'm not really sure. But yeah, these are just fine. So I think that was all the questions. He is supposed to come back today, and I'm not really sure what all else they're going to work on today. I know he has to finish kind of cleaning up this right here where all of these pipes come out. And then we've got to wash this brick. Oh, that was something else. A lot of people were telling me I should do like the German schmear. I should do something different with this brick. And I'm just going to wait and play that out. I'm just going to wait and see how I feel about it after we clean it and after we get everything and all the furniture in here. Because even though it's like screaming and in your face now, all the brick is, I feel like once we get everything in here, it's not going to be so loud. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just going to kind of hold off on that, because that is something that I can always do later. I can, you know, lay paper down, do all the things if I decide I want to do that, or paint it or anything like that. But I really like the character of the original brick. So we're just going to kind of, like I said, play that by ear. It is kind of messy. Like, I don't know, like maybe even when not the contractor that's here now, but just the people who built the home, there's some spots where, you know, I guess it's just got kind of messy back here. I don't know. And that's something that I don't really care about. But I'm hoping that after I wash it really good, that it won't look like that, because some of that could be the sheetrock, dust and leftover, and just years of being dusty back here, because this was a porch. So we'll see where I go with that later on. I just because once you paint brick, it's pretty permanent, and you really can't go back. So I really want to make sure before I do that. So I'm going to try to live with that for a little while and just see what I think. And then, did I mention the fan? He's supposed to install our fan, and then hopefully start floors very, very soon. Like, here's kind of a before clip of the floors in here, and it is just cement. We did put this down since he was not going to be working for a few days, just to keep stuff from tracking in the house. But yeah, that's all I have for y'all. That's really all that I have to kind of update y'all and kind of talk about, you know, the few things or the few questions and concerns that we had come up in the comments. I just wanted to address those real quick, because I do read y'all's comments. I couldn't reply to a lot of them on the house update the other day because it was my birthday, and we had like 5 ball games that day, and we were helping my oldest daughter move. It was just a very chaotic day, excuse me. So yeah, quick little update here on just some of the things that were done, and to answer some of the questions that some of y'all may have had. So hopefully he'll be back here today, and I'll have a little bit more to share with y'all in the next update. Thank y'all so much for stopping by to get an update here on our 1960s home remodel that's currently and still in progress. We hope y'all have a wonderful evening. We love y'all, and I'll see you back here tomorrow with a brand new thrifting video.